My name's Dan Novak. I'm the Vice President of Global Marketing, PR, and Communications for Qualcomm.
So let's talk a little about the electric-powered car program and how this all came to be, Formula E.
Formula E is really exciting. FIA established Formula E Holdings as kind of the rights holder to go out and create a new racing circuit that's all about electric, open-wheeled cars, which is really pretty extraordinary and exciting, and I think there's a lot of interest in electric cars, but it's not a mainstay today. It's just starting to get real traction. So from a Qualcomm perspective, we are really interested in participating in something like Formula E, where we think they'll really drive very quickly, like a race car, drive the evolution to wireless vehicles in a bigger way.
Can you talk about the cars, how fast they can go and how they compare to your traditional Formula One car?
So if you look at the car, you can see they look a lot like a Formula One car, and Formula One is extraordinarily big in most places around the world. Not as big in the U.S. other than the one race in Austin, but the cars as they're built today will exceed 150 miles an hour, so they're very fast, very exciting to watch. They make a different kind of whirring sound because they're not a gas combustion engine, but they're very exciting and fun to watch, and we saw the little preview around a very small parking lot yesterday, but you get a little bit of a sense. The key also, because it's an electric car, the acceleration from when you hit the gas, apparently, I haven't driven it, but apparently is rather extraordinary.
Now, a traditional car, you're constantly having to refill the gas during these big long races. How will that work when it comes to an electric car and recharging?
I'll give you a basic. I wouldn't use this because I'm not the expert on this, but basically each team will have two cars, so you'll determine at what point you're going to bring in the one car and move the driver into the second car. So there will be two cars driven by each team for each race.
Can you talk also about the technology? Someone yesterday was talking about as the cars are going through circuits, there will be other technology built into the streets, into the, I guess, signs or other things?
Well, over time, the vision for the Halo wireless charging, which is part of the Qualcomm technology that is why we got involved with Formula E, the idea is that you don't have to physically plug the power into the car to recharge the battery, but you can do it over a pad out of the gate, which is Halo's concept. You don't need to line everything up perfectly. You just pull over the mat or the pad, and that's how the charging of the battery happens. The idea is, and this will take years to get there, but over time, the charging mechanism will be in the roads. So as you drive the car, you'll be continuously charging it. You can imagine that will be really extraordinarily important as wireless or electric cars become more and more prevalent. To be able to charge as you go will be very important.
And when it comes to Formula E, when will these races start taking place, and do you have ideas of what cities they would take place in?
Sure. The very first race will take place in Beijing in September of this year, so it's very exciting. It's only a few months out. And then there are 10 international locations, including 2 in the United States, 1 in LA and 1 in Miami. But it's really distributed around the world, and that's the intent, is that it really is this international event that has international teams. It's made up of 10 international teams that'll have 20 cars, so each team will have 2 cars, very much like Formula E, and they're represented from countries all around the world. So it's very much an international circuit, which also is very exciting to us.
And will this become a televised sport like Formula One and NASCAR?
They already have their TV agreement done with Fox Sports, which is really exciting. There will be other TV deals done ahead of the September launch, but yeah, to have a global deal with Fox Sports is really a great starting point for the circuit.